So just yesterday, one of our Rebel reporters, Alex Dhaliwal, was kicked out of an NDP press conference, arguably by NDP leader, this is in Alberta, Rachel Notley. And so we have some footage here to share with you of him being kicked out and removed by these security guards. And also Cian Bexty from the Counter Signal was there receiving the same treatment. So maybe we can just throw to a couple of these short clips to show you what happened.
President rented the space?
Yeah. But what kind of message does that send if the official opposition is telling Albertans which media can and can't ask questions?
I can't speak to that.
I understand. You're just doing your job. I can understand that. But I just came here to ask questions respectfully of the members opposite. I'm not here to start trouble.
Yeah.
Neither is the gentleman that you were speaking to earlier. So, I mean, what's the harm in asking questions?
I understand that. Again, this area is what they've booked.
Yeah.
So I can't really.
Yeah. And who specifically said that certain members of the press can't come?
I couldn't say that.
Couldn't say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm not going to arrest you, but I will escort you off. Okay? Just take it. We'll go this way. Okay? You don't need to put your hands behind your back. Okay.
This is Alberta. This is what Rachel Notley would do.
You know, and this comes just, I believe it's just a day after the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, put a policy in place where media are only allowed to ask her one question and one follow-up. And I mean, I can understand that for being efficient in the name of expediency during press conferences, being peppered with 3-4 questions per journalist. It can really take up a lot of time. And if you have solid, pointed questions, I mean, you should really only need one question and one follow-up, especially if the mainstream media is doing their job and asking tough, pertinent, pointed questions. And so hopefully we will continue to see that, and then you only really need one question and one follow-up. But the NDP condemned Smith for instituting this policy, and I think we have a clip there of Notley condemning her of that we can share with you. And then lo and behold, the following day, or maybe it was a couple days later.
It's the Western Standard. This is a good one. Yep.
Oh, from the Western Standard.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and play this one.
Thank you for your saying that you would take questions and follow-up questions. I'm going to take that as your affirmation of openness and transparency when you're dealing with the media. So I do have to ask, the Western Standard news site and our Edmonton reporter, being fully accredited members of the press gallery, why has your party cut us off from receiving the NDP press releases and media advisories?
Well, sir, I very much appreciate the question, and I do appreciate you being here, and thank you very much for the birthday greetings. However, as much as we have in the past taken questions from your bosses, your institution, unfortunately, your publication recently has been engaging in very active homophobic, discriminatory, hateful editorial positioning as it relates to some of our caucus members. And until such time as that is retracted and an apology offered, we will not be answering questions. Happy to reconsider that issue should a retraction and apology be offered. But between now and then, I simply cannot engage in any sort of normalization of that kind of conversation. It is a breach of our human rights code. It's a breach of our charter. It's a breach of basic standards. And so I look forward to hearing from your editors in the future.
Well,
Thank
Madam,
you. Happy to take other
I
questions.
must dispute your interpretation of our editorial policy. We're not homophobic. We're libertarian.
Oh, the chutzpah, the sheer unmitigated gall, Tamara. I mean, and you know what, Rachel Notley, maybe we can play that game too. Alex Dhaliwal is Muslim. So when you had him frog marched out of your most recent press conference, I guess, was that an example of Islamophobia? I mean, this is outrageous. What the hell is she talking about?
Well, and we've reinvigorated the website notleyisabully.ca, and so we'll have some reports to follow there. Also recapping the way that our chief editor, Sheila Gunn-Reid, was previously treated on the legislature grounds by Notley, and further detailing some of the hypocrisy, again, of the bureaucracy in how these people conduct themselves. They'll answer questions from the mainstream, and if you limit the questions from the mainstream, then you need to be condemned and you must retract your position and offer an apology. But if you frog march and kick out independent journalists because they might ask you a prickly question, well, that's okay, because it goes with the narrative.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.